I love riding a bicycle because I love the way the wind feels on my face and knowing that I'm the one who's creating that feeling. I started biking about 3 years ago. I was dating somebody about the time, it might actually have been 3 or 4 years ago, and I had this old mountain bike from like my childhood, and it was really, really old. He was riding a lot and I wanted to ride with him, and then I figured the bike was too old. It was like the tires were really raggedy, like I needed a new bike. So I went out and ended up getting a fixed gear bike. A regular bicycle has brakes, it has gears. So for instance, when you're going up a hill or you're going up a bridge in New York City, you make it easier for you and you shift. On some bikes you like turn things or you like click something, it'll shift. On a track bike, there's only one gear. So in order to stop, if you don't have brakes, which a lot of people with track bikes don't, you sort of backpedal as you're forward pedaling to slow down. I think it sort of stemmed from the messenger community in New York, and I never was a messenger. I was in nursing school when I started cycling, but that's what it stemmed from. I think a lot of the messengers, my fiance, he used to be a messenger for a really long time. Like a lot of people in the messengering community, rode track bikes, and that's sort of the community that it was based around. The reason why I really like track bikes is just like the thrill of riding, and part of it I think was riding in New York City. Riding a track bike in New York City, you have to have complete control over the bike, and you also have to factor in all the cars, which they don't have as much respect for you as from what I hear in other countries. So riding in New York City and only having one gear, you have to slow down and start up a lot, and maneuvering through traffic. It was kind of like a rush, like going down Fifth Avenue with all the cars and all the taxis and everybody, and riding your bicycle, feeling the wind like in my hair, was like a really great feeling. And getting somewhere really fast. Like I started seeing things in the city that I'd never seen before. Once I started riding track bikes, I got into road cycling a little bit too, and I wanted to see how good I could get. And I did end up doing, I think, pretty well, pretty rapidly. To take part in the first Women's Red Hook was amazing. It was, I think, more so than just the race itself. It was like monumental and like separating, not so much separating, having like a separate women's field and men's field shows the importance of women's racing. Women's racing is very different, and I just think it was important to establish that women have a place in cycling and they're important too. And in order to get more females or women to race, there needs to be that start, and Red Hook kind of did that. I'd been feeling a lot of pain in my leg. I found out that I had a back injury. I ended up getting surgery for it last year. Obviously, because I had back surgery, I had to be off the bike for about 8 weeks. And what happened was, as soon as my doctor said I could start to ride bicycles again, I started riding, and I started riding, I think, too quickly. And my left leg, which had been weak from my back injury, the muscles weren't able to stabilize my knee as well, and I think I started getting IT band injury. I didn't know what it was at first, and I kept on riding and I kept on riding. But I just don't think I tried to heal it as quick as I should have, and it became like a drawn-out problem. It's affected my life in more ways than I had imagined. I couldn't race at all this year. I've barely been on the bicycle. I don't see my friends a lot. It's like impacted my social life because all of my friends go to the bar, they ride their bikes to the bar, they ride somewhere else. Like, it's been really difficult. Like, there's been a lot of times that like I've been at home and I wish I could have rode, or I tried to go out and ride my bicycle, and then for a week later my knee hurt because of it. And it's this injury, it kind of tricks you. Like, you think it's starting to get better, and then I get on the bicycle, and after 5-10 minutes, it doesn't hurt right away. It's after 5 or 10 minutes I start riding, consistently is when it starts to hurt. And so it's been really tough. It's just taken a lot out of me, but it's also made me appreciate the simple things in bicycling versus racing. For my injury and my future goals, I would like my injury to be gone. I think it's gonna take a lot of work. I think I'm gonna have to build up a lot of muscle in my leg, which takes a long time. And then after that happens, once I can ride without running the risk of hurting it again, I wanna start riding again. I would love to ride or race Red Hook if I could again. Or maybe do some alley cats, because that's where I started. That's where I met my group of friends. Like, it's part of my social life. It's not just about riding the bicycle anymore.